Hey guys, 170 out here with another weekly update, vlog, video log, whatever these are called, and most importantly, coffee. So before I get into the actual sort of updating of what's been happening this week, what's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks, and why do I suddenly now have blue hair, I want to talk about something that I've been alluding to for the last couple of weeks. Something that's been on my mind a lot, and this is this sort of notion of friendships, but in particular the term just friends, because it's a term that I really don't like, and it's taken me actually a little while to sort of crystallize in my head why I don't like it. The term just friends is something that gets rolled out sort of like in defense almost. It's like, oh no, we're just friends. Or if somebody is friends with someone and they want it to go, they'll say they want it to go further. They want to be more than friends. I'm guilty of doing that myself. I've done that before. But the issue that I have with it, and for some reason it's just been on my mind a lot lately, is there's nothing just about my friendships. Because when you start saying, okay, I want to be more than just friends, it's almost like you're putting like relationships are like in a hierarchy, like a pyramid scheme. It's like friendships at the bottom. Okay, we start as friends and then we move on to this. And it's all like it's rung, ladders or something. Like friendship's the first rung on the ladder to something more. But my friendships aren't sort of stepping stones to anything. They are complete in and of themselves. They don't need anything more, and I've kind of got the phrase like friends with benefits in my mind, and it's like, well, no, I don't need anything bolted onto my friendships. My friendships aren't missing anything. They're not lower than any kind of relationship. They mean a hell of a lot to me. Now, immediately someone's going to go, but hang on a minute, you're married. Your wife is obviously the most important important person to you. How can you say that your friendships, aren't lower? And there's actually a discussion I was having with Sarah about this, and she came up with a phenomenal analogy of tapestry. In that, if you take a whole tapestry of someone's life, friendships, romantic relationships, wife, every aspect of life, each part of that is part of the tapestry. Now, it is one part of a whole, but each individual part of that is complete in on itself. It's not like, excuse me, it's not, as I said, it's not like it's missing anything. It's not like, being a wife is objectively better than being a friend. It's just different. And so I'm really going to start trying avoiding the term, oh yeah, we're just friends, because no, that devalues my friendships, and they mean a hell of a lot to me. Sarah obviously means a hell of a lot to me. Sarah means more to me than I can probably voice, write, or even sort of express, or whatever, But that doesn't mean that my friendships are less valuable. And I was also thinking about this because people sort of say, well, friendships, so the guy is, well, actually, no, friendships are very important because they're the basis of any relationship. That is true. Friendship is probably the basis of relationships. But again, even though a friendship may be the foundation, or like the supporting wall, it's some of the analogies I've heard used. Indeed, when Sarah and I were sort of preparing to get married, we went on this marriage preparation course, and that was one of the things they were sort of saying. Is like, friendship is, the foundation of the wall. But I'm sort of thinking, well, no, my friendships aren't supporting walls. They're not just, mere foundations. They are complete. They're whole. They're castles and palaces to me. So that's sort of. But from that, I guess you can make a distinction between friendships, as in having a friendship with someone, and the concept of a friendship. But to come back to it, no, that is why I really, really hate the term just friends, and I would actually sort of say to anybody, don't use it, because, as I said, friends are, they are so important, and I wouldn't say that they are more or less important than the relationship I have with my wife. They're just different. Obviously, I would do pretty much anything for Sarah. I'd do pretty much anything for any of my friends. It's just different. Now, you then start getting into the whole, well, what's the difference then between a friend and, a boyfriend, girlfriend, and wife? And the general answer you're going to come down to is, well, romance, basically, and to be blunt, whether you're sleeping together. Which does bring up an interesting discussion, and one I haven't sort of really fully thought through. The only sort of angle I've sort of really come out of it is the fact that I do have a lot of female friends. In fact, I think all my friends are female, really. So anytime I meet them we meet up, people think we're dating, or we must be romantically involved or something. And it's like, no, it's just two friends meeting up for dinner. But and you don't get that if you see two women meeting up or two men meeting up. You don't automatically assume that they're dating. So, but that's maybe there's a whole wider discussion there about why, why is that the case? But, and that's just some feelings, some slightly unthought as to why I hate the phrase just friends and the whole sort of notion of opposite sex relationships or sex friendships. But yeah, so there you go. That's why I hate the phrase just friends. So after that sort of rambling, let's go on to the update. Let's bring down the obvious. Why do I now suddenly have blue hair? Answer is because I want to. It's actually the really short answer. It's something I've wanted to do for some time. I've just never really had the confidence to do it. I've always sort of felt very uneasy, or generally I've had people around me who have sort of mocked the idea, and I've sort of laughed, and why do you want to do that? Having different coloured hair does bring attention to yourself, and someone who suffers from depression and anxiety, that's kind of the last thing that I want to happen. But at the end of the day, this is something I want to do, and I love how it's come out. Some of the early pictures come out purple. I don't know why, but as you can see, it is very, very blue. But yeah, just something I wanted to do, and so people are going to go, well, wow, you've never cared, what you look like, and it's like, no, I do care what I look like. I'm just really now beginning to drive home into myself that what I actually don't care about is what other people think about what I look like, and that's very, very different. So, yeah, I hope you like it. I freaking love it. I absolutely freaking love it. So it's probably gonna be like this for about 6 weeks. So I'm actually in work. My boss is on holiday. Sent her a post. She saw my picture on Facebook, and she's just gone, okay, interesting. So I've generally the reaction has been very largely positive to it. Other, couple of family members are going, what? Why? Especially my mother. She's gone, why? Because I want to. Simple answer, really. So that answers the question of why I have blue hair. So what's been happening this week? I was supposed to stream Wednesday, but was extremely shattered. Was supposed to stream yesterday, but didn't because of the aforementioned deciding that I'm going to colour my hair blue. So there will be a stream tonight, hopefully. I'm certainly planning on it. There's a reason I'm saying hopefully is that I'm actually supposed to be packing, because Sarah and I go off to Wales tomorrow for a week, so we've got a lot of packing to do. So I will try and fit a quick streaming, because obviously because I'm away, I'm not going to be streaming at all next week. My next stream is actually due to be the 14th of August, which, hint, is my birthday. Also, part of the reason why I decided to get my hair done. So, yeah, there will be no streams on Thursday. So no streams on this Sunday or at all next week. So that also means there's no DJ streams. The next DJ stream will be week Sunday on the 13th. And then there'll be no more DJ streams after that until September. Reason being is because I'm taking some time out whilst I'm in Wales to sit down and work through things properly in terms of what I'm going to do in terms of my streams. Some of the initial plans I've got is I'm actually going to swap my DJ stream and my Twitch streams on a Sunday around. So I'll do a DJ stream in the afternoon and then I'll do a Twitch stream in the evening. I'm also going to looking to possibly make my DJ streams a weekly thing now as opposed to a bi-weekly thing. Because I think I've now built up enough confidence that I'm happy doing them on a weekly basis, and B, I've got much more tracks to use, so I've got no sort of risk of constantly just repeating the same sets over and over. So, which has also been a fear of mine. I tried to only use a track once. Sort of an odd sort of thing in my brain that I only try to use a track once in a live set, but you know, I listened to a lot of DJ sets, you know, over the years, and like even, you know, they'll do a set at one event, and then at the next event it might be a different set, but some of the tracks are the same. So it's like, well, obviously they don't have to got no issues using the same tracks. It's just something that I need to get over. So yeah, that'll become weekly. I'm also going to be looking at maybe introducing some themes in terms of when I do things. So doing a Jackbox stream once a month. I'm just going to put on a game that I need to grind for achievements, and I'm just going to play that and stick some hardcore music on. You know, have a stream where I, you know, like the day before or something, I put up a poll and say, right, you guys, you tell me, you know, here's a list of like 6 games that I have not played ever, don't know much about them. They might take me a couple of hours to complete. It may be something that takes me a couple of weeks to complete. But you guys tell me what you want me to play, and you know, I'll play it. It's like almost like a blind run through, sort of things like that. But so I need to sit down and plan. I'm also going to be slightly revamping the style of my channel as well in terms of graphics and whatnot. You've probably seen I've got a new banner designed by the amazingly talented Binglepin, who I've sort of gone to and said, look, I want to do this. You know, I want new panels. I want to get some new screens. You know, the stuff that I've got that's been done, you know, is brilliant. But I feel like I want to do something a little different for me. At least it's probably not different to what other people have done. It's just different to what I've done previously and what I've currently got now. So I'm getting her to do a lot of stuff for me, but I need to obviously tell her what I need and get that all planned out. So I'll be taking some time out while I'm away, and also just to generally recharge. As you guys have probably seen from the first 2 videos I've done, I've been under quite a lot of stress at work at the moment. My depression has been in overdrive, so hopefully when I come back off holiday I will be refreshed and eager to dive in. So as I said, if there's a stream tonight, I'm going to play Bayonetta, and I will almost certainly play Bayonetta on my birthday, because A, it rhymes and I can call it Birthday Bayonetta or something, and B, it's just a freaking fun game that I'm looking to carry on playing the story through. So, and I've only just like completed chapter 3 of the game, and looking at the achievements, there's 14, so I'm not even a quarter of the way through the game. So there'll be a few more Bayonetta streams. So anyway, that's it from me. If you guys got any questions, any comments, leave them below. I will try to address them as and when I can. I'll try and address them as soon as I can. I might not be able to get to them while I'm on holiday, but I will certainly get back to them when I get back. So you guys take care. You guys have a good weekend, and I will be doing another one of these while I'm on holiday on the Friday as usual. I'm gonna try and get them up. This is one of the sort of changes I make. I want to do one of these weekly things. It might be where I have something very specific I want to talk about, like I did today. I want to talk about friendships. It might just be literally like a 3-minute video going, hey, yeah, stream's happening, not much else is happening. Just to get into the sort of habit of making these things, because I actually enjoy making these things. I've had some really nice feedback from a couple of people regarding them, and they're like, yeah, sort of really encouraging me to do these every week. So that's what I'm gonna do. Keep working on them. Always work hard. Hard work. People say the hard work will pay off. It's like, yeah, hard work may pay off. There's no guarantee. Maybe that's another topic that's for another time, actually, about when people say, if you work hard, you'll achieve things. Like, yeah, not all the time. But maybe I can come into that. Maybe that's something I might talk about next week. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'm going to finish my coffee, and I better actually go and get set up ready for sort of work. And, yeah. Till next time.